Okay, so we're talking a little bit about rack management. This is again a question that's been posed to me. How, when you're shooting, how do you keep your rack um, kind of organized, and how do you keep yourself from getting flustered, if you will, or how do you keep your concentration on the shooting and not worry about the bedding? So here's what I do is, and I got this tip years ago from watching a video that actually was a Gold Touch video, and it was something that Dominator, and he he narrated it and everything, the old Dominator, but it made a lot of sense to me because he basically said, have three bets in mind, or the amount of money that it would take for three, maybe four bets in mind, and have that organized in your rack. And he basically sort of, he wasn't, his video wasn't about that. His video was more about three come bets with odds. But the way he set things up made me stop and think about this. So, because if you're going to do a particular strategy, so that particular strategy would have been, I think he was doing a $10 table. So if it was a $10 table with double odds, that would be $30 on each bet for three bets, meaning a pass line and two come bets. So I thought to myself, well, heck, that's smart. So if you're going to have three bets or so out there, what is the amount of money you're going to outlay in betting on the hand that you are tossing, where you're the shooter? So let's just take that concept, but we'll utilize a $15 table. All right. So here's the rack. So it's a $15 table. I'm gonna do this, and this is $1,000. I think $20, which is what I would start out with. Not always, but if I start with less than that often. But let's just say I'm starting with $1,000 as a buy-in, and I'm going to do a three bets, a pass line and two come bets with double odds. I would put that money, that's what that is. I would set that aside, and anything that wins off this, all the profit or any positive action on that outlay is going to go in here and start building it back up again until I see that I'm back to where I started. Okay, so let's just, I will, I'm not gonna throw that dice. We're just gonna say randomly. Oh, what the heck! I'll throw the dice. Let's see what we come out with here. Okay, the puck says on. It should be off. Oh, heck! Let's just make it. Okay, so now we're dealing with demo reality here. All right, I'm going to do a hard way. I'm shooting from my unnatural position too, which is kind of. So I'm going to do a hard way pinch grip, just, and we ended up with a 9. All right. So a 9 was thrown. 9 was thrown. Okay, so the point comes to 9. There's the outlay. That's 3 bets, right? So the 1. Now, I like to do a come bet hedge on the next toss. It's a PSO hedge, right? It's a combat hedge. A combat is a PSO hedge. But now I'm going to do a crossed 6 set because I haven't thrown from here for a long time. And a cross 6 set usually has a pretty reliable set for a few tosses. So let me see what happens. I got a 2, which is not unusual when I do a combat hedge. All right, so, but the reason why you do that hedge is against the 7. Now, you can start doing, put your odds on the 9. And because that happened, instead of placing another combat, I'm going to go ahead and just place, or putting out another combat, I'm going to place the 6 and 8 for $36, right? Which is going to be $18 on each number, and I still have money to work with. Whatever happens on the next toss. I'm going to go back to that cross 6 set. In other words, the money that I set aside over here, I'm willing to, that's the money I want to work with on this hand, and I'm willing to put that money at risk on this hand. And there's 6. Oops. $21. We're going to press it 1 unit. And these $3, or these 3 units, $3. And $15, those 3 red chips go back there. There's a 9, 5, 4, and that's the point. All right, so that's going to pay 60. This is really cool because all we're going to do is keep back odds for that number, and we're going to rack the rest of this. And we're getting close to even. Actually, if we were to 7 out right now, we'd be $1 or 2 behind or even, or maybe $1 or 2 up. But we're coming out, right? And we've got nothing at risk on this, in terms of flat bet on the 6 and 8. So 7 only wins. So we don't care if a 7 happens now. And we got a 10. Light the 10. All right. I'm not going to do a PSO hedge. I'm just going to go ahead and odds 10. Right now, if everything goes kablooey, I don't think I've lost more than $1 or 2. Maybe made $1 or 2. But I'm thinking I'm going to get a 6 or an 8. I got a yoke. See if I can get that 10. There's a 5. Going to do a 3V now. Heart 6. There we go. So we press that. Take that to 30. Press it to 30. This comes into the rack. And now we are definitely in the driver's seat. Sticking with that 3V now. There's a 4. An uncommon. But I'm not yet ready to start placing other numbers. I want to hit that 10. All right, let's see if we can get that MF and 10 out there. We got a 2V set. Five. All right. Let's take 30 bucks. It's $15 table. We're going to place 5 and 9. Eight. All right, so that's going to be 21. We'll press it. On 3V now. Got enough money at 6 and 8. Worth hitting them. There's a 3. Good ATS number. Okay, come on now. Let's just get one nice little hit here. There's a 6, 4, excuse me, 1, 5, 6. Piss. 35. 42. And with that hit, and these few bucks here, we are money ahead now, and we can just keep catching a hand. We could be seeing something good here. 7 out. All right, so we 7'd out. Oops. Come on. Slippery darn chips. It's 100. Okay, it's 1, 25, 35, 41. 141 left behind. This goes back. It's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So $25. I don't really count the white chips as long as I've got some. There's about a $25 profit on that hand. But that's the way I like to manage my rack. I like to put here or someplace separate from the buy-in when I'm going to be playing with, and I play my strategy, whatever it might be at the moment, at the time, at the table, so on and so forth, and build back up till I know that I'm back even here, and then we get a little bit more aggressive. Unfortunately, that one didn't last. A couple more tosses and we would have had more than a quarter, but it's a win is a win, as my old friend Howard Newman would say. And that's this video for you all this evening. With that, I will just, not too bad, a little over, going to be 17 minutes maybe. So stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy, and remember, luck's got very little to do with it, and practice, practice, practice. All the best. Mudslide out.